Ciao guys, a recent study from Gallup showed that 54% of employees who have quit their jobs over the past 12 months have done so to get away from their bosses like our friend Dick the manager. While another research from the Predictive Index People Management Report found that 63% of employees with a bad manager are thinking of leaving their companies within the next 12 months. The cost of this bad management epidemic globally approaches $7 trillion, which, to say in other words, is 9 to 10% of the world's GDP. And the last bad news of the day is that once you need to hire a new employee, the cost could be up to 1.5 times the yearly salary of those who left. So how can you avoid becoming like Dick the manager and damage your company or the one you work for? Bear with me for 5 more minutes because I have for you 5 things to avoid and 5 things to do to become a better manager. So I have a couple of good news for you. First, when employees trust the leadership of their organization, they are 4 times as likely to be engaged and therefore don't quit their jobs. And second, study over study showed which are the key traits of a bad manager. Hence, it's something we can consciously avoid with just a little bit of effort. So here are the traits of a bad manager. Bad managers lack humility, making them unapproachable and less likely to recognize the excellent performance of others. Egoism in management repels great people. The second one is they fail to engage with people's creative sides. These make people feel less inspired and underutilized. Everyone wants to create and develop, and every role should allow for it. Third, they fail to develop people's skills, underestimating people's ability and potential. One of the best definitions of leadership is people get better on your watch. They should not have the same skill set and capabilities they had when they arrived. Fourth, they hire and promote the wrong people, favoring those people who are more like them, instead of people more likely to excel. Unconscious and conscious biases in hiring and promoting is a performance risk, as well as failing to harness the power of the collective and the value of differences. All of the studies have told us the same thing. Soft diversity pushes up the performance lead of any team. Fifth, they fail to share a compelling vision, robbing people of enthusiasm and purpose for their work. Even the smallest department or branch can have a compelling vision driving their work. It's your job as a leader to make sure that everyone knows why their work matters. So now that we have clear on what to avoid, here are my 5 tips for you to avoid becoming like Dick. First, understand that your role as a manager is not just about overseeing tasks, but it's also being a leader. Therefore, it's crucial to be a leader who leads by example, earns employees' trust, and engages with humility. Say what you think and do what you say, because there is nothing worse than being perceived as inconsistent. Meet your deadlines and go above and beyond in your work. This will set a high standard for your team members to follow. And don't be afraid to admit that you don't know something. This fosters an open environment where people don't feel judged. Second, focus on effective communication. It's essential not only for conveying tasks, but also for engaging and inspiring employees. A compelling vision and a clear communication of why their work matters can make a significant difference in retaining talented people. Regularly communicate the larger goals for your team and what are their priorities, emphasizing how their individual contributions fit into the overall success of the company, and be transparent about the potential upcoming issues and your view on it. It's not good to have your team living in a bubble. Third, encourage and support employees to grow and develop, because underestimating their potential can lead to dissatisfaction. Recognize that one of the primary roles of a leader is to help people to get better on their watch. Encourage skills development and growth and celebrate their success. Let them free to try out new things. Oversee what they do, but don't be intrusive. Your role as a manager is to avoid disasters, not to micromanage every step of what your team do. Fourth, value diversity and inclusion. Failure to harness the collective power and the value of differences can repel great people. Embrace diversity and create an inclusive work environment which pushes the performance boundaries of your team. I am speaking of soft diversity here. Hire people with diverse communication styles, industry background, problem-solving styles. Encourage open discussion even if they are uncomfortable. Avoid favoring hiring people who are similar to you. Unconscious biases in hiring and promotion can be a significant risk. Choose individuals that are more likely to excel and contribute to the organization's success. Ideally, you would like to create a team of people who are better than you in what they do, so you can focus on directing the whole orchestra rather than playing many instruments at the same time. If you are a manager or you will soon become one, spend the next weeks observing your behaviors and the one of your managers and start to implement these simple strategies. You will be surprised by how far few small tweaks can bring your career. I hope you liked the video. Please consider to like and subscribe to the channel, and until next time, ciao!